All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out on this bright and sunny California winter morning. I want to welcome you to day 2 of our 3rd annual Global Tea Initiative for the Study of Tea, Culture, and Science annual event. Before we get going, I want to invite Associate Chancellor for Global Affairs, Dr. Joanna Regulska, to offer some introductory remarks.
Good morning. Indeed, it's a California warm morning. A little bit cooler. I was just in Washington yesterday and the day before, and it was 82 degrees. So I think the climate change now has attacked both the East and West Coast in a very different way. So no snowstorms on the East Coast, but certainly freezing weather on the West Coast. But it's truly a great pleasure for me to welcome all of you to this fantastic ongoing initiative of the Global Tea Initiative Symposium. This is the 3rd one. Some of you might have been here all the way from the beginning. In fact, I was hired at UC Davis when we were just reminiscing that this was the beginning of Global Tea Initiative, and since those early days, it has been a tremendously successful effort on the part of many. I think what is so special about the Global Tea Initiative that it really brings many people together. And this is, as an interdisciplinary scholar, this is what I love. So there are students, there are faculty, there's industry, there's business, there are tea enthusiasts, and how wonderful to be at the conference where I can drink tea, because I don't drink coffee. So it's a pleasure to walk out and have all these kind of opportunities to choose my tea, rather than usually what's happened. You get the tea water and a coffee maker, so right away you have a coffee taste, and then you fight to cover this up. So we are all together, and the tea enthusiasts, we know how oppressed we are by the coffee, but what can we do? What can we do? So I work with the Global Affairs. So this is a unit, international unit here at UC Davis. And we are trying to do a variety of things, but one of them is to engage with our students and faculty and our partners around the world to increase the intercultural understanding, to enhance curiosity and engagement of our students and faculty and partners. So this is a wonderful, exciting space within which we work. And obviously, the Global Tea Initiative is something that we cherish very much. As our new Chancellor, Gary May, is encouraging us to boldly go, and some of you might know where the reference comes from, it's indeed the part of the discussions and conversation, our global dimension, our global engagement. We have about 6,200 international students, many of them actually from China, but also from other India and South Korea and many other over 100 countries on this campus. But also what is very interesting, that we have about 2,600 of international scholars every year coming to the campus. They come for a week, they come for 2 weeks, they come for a quarter, for a longer period of time. So this is a very, and if you think about it, over 8,000 people a year from different countries on the campus. We have 37,000 students, but that 8,000, it's a lot. It's a large proportion of our community is already interacting with international community from the other parts of the world. I want to especially welcome our international partners and visitors, and I just have a chance to meet some of them. Welcoming Professor Su-Chin Chen, Yuan Shen, Chen-Ten Chen, joining us from National Tuanxing University in Taiwan, but also Professor Wenyan Han, joining us from the Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences in China. And it's really a pleasure to have you all with us because it's so important to have international conversation, international dialogue. The Global Tea Initiative is really complementing many other international initiatives on the campus. And we were just saying that I think one of the interesting things is that we kind of becoming the beverage campus. So we have Global Tea Initiative. We have, of course, Wine Initiative. We have Coffee Center. The most popular course right now on the campus is coffee making, the chemistry of coffee, where we have literally hundreds of students enrolling. But also we have Milk Initiative. A lot of scholars are working on it. So water, of course, is an issue for California, and many of us involved in water. So maybe soon we should rename our campus that we are the fluids. And then our colleagues from physics and other can join us. This effort to become international is actually very, very important for us. And one of the initiatives that we're very proud that we have undertaken is Global Education for All. This is part of our capital campaign. It's one of 13 big ideas that has been supported by the leadership of university. And Global Education for All has a very simple aim. 100% of our students, undergraduate, graduate professionals, by the time they graduate, will have some form of international, global, and intercultural experience. And that could be achieved in numbers of different ways. They can do it here at home. They can work with the diaspora and refugee population in Sacramento. They can have internships. They can have service learning opportunities. They can engage in research. They can take courses. Of course, they can travel, study abroad. But we all have to remember that not all our students can these days go to study abroad. Our DACA students, for example, will not be able to travel. So what is important for us when we're thinking about the global education for all, that everybody has an access to international global intercultural experience, and that could be gained not very far from here. Winters and Woodlands are wonderful communities where there is plenty of already global things happening. This means that we want to support initiatives such as Global Tea Initiative because it actually provides opportunities for students too. We hope the students will get engaged in courses, in research, in internships, and this is where we're aiming. So large interdisciplinary initiatives are wonderful to engage different groups of students, and that's what we do aim. I want to close by saying that Katrin and many of the colleagues have done a phenomenal job in building the Global Tea Initiative. It started just really 3 years ago, and Katrin and Colin and Jackie and others have been traveling, signing agreements, thinking about what kind of projects and an initiative we can take. But also what's important is the colleagues from anthropology, from chemistry, from history, from medicine and sociology. So it's a wonderfully well-rounded interdisciplinary commitment. So I want to applaud Katrin for being the champion because she has done a phenomenal job. But I also want to thank many colleagues of Katrin and mine and all of you for coming and joining us and really supporting this very unique initiative in this country. And quite frankly, when I'm traveling, I haven't heard another campus doing Global Tea Initiative. People doing research on tea. But Global Tea Initiative is the only unique. So thank you, Katrin. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you all for coming. And enjoy the day, which I know will be very fruitful in your discussions. Thank you.